ever hear about in MLB The Show 23 is the meta. Meta this, meta that, sinker cutter, etc. Today, we're screwing the meta, perhaps stupidly, and I'm teaching you how to pitch with somebody who doesn't throw a sinker or a cutter or anything meta. Today, we will be embarking into ranked seasons with Spencer Strider. Why? Because I like torturing myself. But I also think it is good to learn to pitch with the absolute basics. Every single week in this series, I teach you guys how to pitch with another pitcher, whether that's Jesus Luzardo, like last week, or Randy Johnson, or Tom Glavine, or Al Leiter. Name the pitcher. What do so many of them have in common? Sinker, cutter, or in Randy Johnson's case, wacky arm angle with velo. That don't count. So yes, Spencer Strider does still throw an outlier fastball, but he otherwise has absolutely nothing to work with, and he only throws 4 pitches. So in this video, coming up momentarily, we're going to see if I get ass blasted by Spencer Strider. Pause. So right up top, first things first, the very first thing we did was throw on the Craig Kimbrell Braves team pitching boost. Why? Because I'm going to need all the friggin' help I can get. The tier 3 boost gives me plus 15 pitching clutch, which is helpful, plus 15 hit per 9, which is helpful, and plus 10 K per 9, which isn't the most helpful in Strider's case, but it is still a little bit of a help. So we will take anything we can get. And in the case of Spencer Strider, I will start out by saying the obvious. I've sucked with him. In 6 1/3 innings, entirely in the event, because I had to grind his PXP for team affinity, he has an 8.53 ERA, a 1.26 whip, and only 1 strikeout in 6.1 innings. Again, just the event. It's on All-Star. We'll be playing this ranked game on Hall of Fame, unless something catastrophic happens, and then we have to go play in the All-Seasons or All-Sets event, which I don't really want to do, but it's an option. Prior to the captain boost, we're looking at 106, or I guess 105 stamina for the non-paralleled crowd, 105 stamina, 112 hit per 9, 122 K9, 95 BB per 9, and 93 control is where I am scared. That's going to be an issue. Home run per 9 is irrelevant, 107 clutch, which we boosted up, velo and breaker, great. He does have an outlier fastball, which some of you in the comments are going to be like, that's meta, you're cheating. I don't care. Look at the rest of the card and tell me how this is meta. Explain it to me. His pitch controls, stunningly, despite the control rating and the BB per 9, are good. The fastball goes where I need it to. The slider control is great. The circle change control is very good. The two-seamers, less good, but still plenty fine. And then the breaks, I wish the two-seamer broke more, because then we could cheat and try to use it like a sinker, but we're not cheating. No meta. We are going to use the two-seamer as a change of pace. We are going to use the slider. We're going to use everything. We only got 4 pitches. We're going to have to make it work. Quirk-wise, he does have outlier. Like I said, he's a day player. He's got break outlier, which is huge. Performs better when the team is behind. We're not going to lose this game, so we're never going to be behind. LOL. And he likes playing at home. Who doesn't? We are 117 and 31 in ranked, and for those of you who are new here, you will only see every pitch I throw. No swings. This is not traditional gameplay. I'm teaching you guys life lessons here. All right, we've locked in Spencer Strider, and guys, the same general rules of pitching are going to apply here like they do with any pitcher, meta or not. We're going to change eye levels. We're going to change pitch speeds. We're going to be very careful with our corners. We're going to test our opponent's ability or inability to chase. We're going to mix things up. That's the only way to get outs. And our opponent today is McLovin. And against Luzardo, what sweet justice that is. We just dealt with Luzardo in the last video. Let's see if we can touch him up in this one. McLovin is a World Series player. McLovin is 185 and 117. McLovin's about to go down. The first thing we're going to do with Spencer Strider, can my opponent turn on the heat? We're gonna have to establish the fastball. It's scary to use that as our out pitch, but it's gotta have to be. We're gonna play the slider right off of it. Start at the hip, dip in, very nice pitch. Now we test the discipline entirely. Do you like the circle change, Mr. Sir? Oh, he checked.
Did he go?
Absolutely! 3 pitches and a strikeout. Spencer Strider. Not meta, you say? He says, fuck you. Moving on to the next batter, it's J-Roll. He's a tiny guy. We're going to use the two-seamer off the plate. It's going to be slower. It's going to dive away. Great pitch. He was still a little late, but I think he was just fighting. 99 on the two-seamer. I wish it was just a tick slower. Let's go with the slider as like an outside spot slider. Spencer Strider. Who needs a sinker? Who needs a cutter? Who needs any of the cool bells and whistles? We've got a mustache and tight pants. That's all you need. Acuna is scary. We're going to throw a two-seamer that comes in on the hands just to tick off the plate, or pretty much exactly on the plate. He was early on it, though, because he is dialed up for outlier. And so now we're going to slow him down even more. Circle change outside. It's a good pitch. I mean, literally perfect input, and it missed. Whatever, nothing I can do about it. We're going to go to the slider now, off that circle change, off the plate. Oh, nice job, JP! Come on, he's got wheels!
Oh.
It's not that hard. Spencer Strider. No meta, no problem. All right, nothing doing in the top half. I feel like, or bottom half, rather. I feel like I usually don't score in the first inning anyway.
That's a ball.
Starting with the circle change every once in a while is a good way to keep your opponent honest if they're sitting on the hard stuff. Slider at the belt. Okay.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Now he's taking. Now we have to be careful. Maybe we can spot the two-seamer in. Little Greg Maddux type of pitch. Oh, I mean, that's going to be a hit probably. And that's such an... We shattered his bat. The bat has never existed. The bat just got snapped like Thanos out of the space-time continuum. But he's got a leadoff single. So, something to work around. We need the double play. The slider is going to be our best friend to get that. Especially to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts tends to roll over on slower stuff away. And then if we get him to 0-2, we're going to blow him up with a fastball up. And that's the plan. Okay, 0-2. Let's see. Let's see if he's smart. Outlier. Too high.
One ball.
I'm gonna throw it again, but I'm gonna bring it down just a tick. There you go. There you go. That's a strikeout. 636 with Kyle Seager is frightening. Two-seamer to roll over. Oh, or a pop-up. That pitch was great. He thought he was getting outlier on the outside part of the plate. Instead, it dove away. It was slower. Popped it up. So we're working around that leadoff jam job. I mean, that was, again, there are splinters still all over the field. It's a hazard, really. But Jimmy Fox is getting nothing outside because he's a push hitter. He's going to get inside and maybe like some super soft stuff off the plate outside. All right, we'll go to the outlier now. He was behind the two-seamer. Show me the swing on that. He was late. Okay. I mean, Jimmy Fox is kind of short, too. You want to climb the ladder against... again, too high. We got to keep that just a little lower. I'm going to go with the slider. Break below the plate. Spencer Strider is... he's doing better than I thought. My opponent just quit. You know what's incredibly sad about that is Spencer Strider was proving to you all that on Hall of Fame he could pitch, and so now I have to take him into the event. And I am petrified. So we're heading into the event where I have already maxed it out. Spencer Strider was dealing, and now we're going to have to go risk it all on All-Star. We're going to apply the same principles, just know the results may vary here. We're still going to do our best. By the way, I'll probably try to get you 2 All-Star event games worth of Strider, so let's say that's like a cumulative 3 innings. I'm going to do my best to get you that. All right, let's get Strider in an event game. To my opponent who quit in a 0-0 game in ranked. Why? I don't understand. Now we're playing the Moron Mountain Monstars. That's a great team name. But we're on the road, and I'm afraid of where we're going to be. We're going to do our best with Spencer Strider and try to get you guys a few more innings to show you that non-meta pitchers can be good. But now we're in this hellhole, and I don't know anything anymore. All right, everybody, before I throw a single pitch here, I want you to look at me. The results here don't matter. We're playing a flawless player at a rinky-dink silly goose stadium with Spencer effing Strider. Okay? Keep that in mind. It's all about the process. If we get outs, great. If not, I'm going to be sad. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be okay. We're starting with the slider away. We need to keep our opponent semi-off balance. He's going to be a good hitter. He's going to be tough to pitch against. We go away to in. Miss our spot entirely. I'm so upset, man. This video was in a great spot, and then my opponent ruined it by quitting. What a dot. What an absolute dot. 2-1. I like low and away fastballs with Strider. Perfect. I mean, literally the most perfect pitch you could throw. On 2-2, we're going to get a little strange, I think. Front door slider. Don't hang. Just missed. Good input. I mean, great input. The 3-2 circle change with Strider is going to be your friend. People don't expect that from Strider. Really, ever, but especially on 3-2. And we got that first out. That's the big out we got to worry about getting. And now we just pitch in a groove. Slider in to start. Like I said, our opponent's going to be tough. He's gone flawless before, at least once. And, yeah, perfect. in a very stupid stadium. Anywhere else, that's a double. Here, it's a homer. Two-seamer away. I wanted it more off the plate. I wanted him to reach more for that, and it didn't go where I wanted. But that's a nice slider to start. We're going to test. I know this is going to burn me, but a four-seamer in. Oh, don't let it. Come on, Acuna. Come on, Acuna. Oh, my God, we jammed him. All right, nice job. Nice job. I think this game, Strider's just going to go the one inning, and then we'll try to queue up one more to get a couple innings out of that one. But just, I mean, for our own sanity, we should not pitch him 2 innings in this game. Our opponent's just very good. Strider's not great, but it's also, again, it's the event, and they turn the sliders up for offense, I swear. So it's tough here. It's tough in these streets. Front door slider is a good pitch with Strider. Look at that. Tied him up in knots. On Hall of Fame, it's an even better pitch, but here we are on All-Star. Two-seamer on the fists. What a take. What a take. Let's put this four-seamer low and away again.
That's out.
Great pitch. Slider. Come on, give it to me.
What do you got?
Why would they? Why would they help me when they've already boned me enough in this video? Two-seamer. Oh my God, we're alive. All right, hey, an inning and a run in the event with Strider, I guess, is fine. Again, it probably should have just been a double and a single because this stadium is silly, so keep that in mind. The run is semi-irrelevant in this situation. I will see you in the next game, hopefully in a better scenario. All right, 3 innings in the books with Strider. I feel like I've been recording this video for years. It's been a marathon. It's been frustrating. I'm still mad at my first opponent for not ruining, but upsetting me and taking that ranked game away from us. I'm not going through a full cycle of the rotation to get Strider energized again. So let's try to get 2 innings out of him here, and I'll prove to you all that you don't need meta pitches to succeed. My opponent has taken us to Colorado, which is not great, but much better than the last hellhole we played in. So let's see what we can do. First thing we're doing against Trey Turner is bringing the infield in, because his stat sheet showed steals and no homers, which means he probably bunts and runs a lot. So two-seamer in. Try bunting hard stuff in. I implore you to try it. It won't work. We're testing the discipline. Slider away. Nice pitch. And now, hopefully, he thinks this is another slider that's going to go out of the zone, and it should be a called strike 3. You don't need meta. You just don't need it. Gunnar Henderson, two-seamer. Please get out of the zone. That's what burned us in the last game. There you go. That was that silly homer that probably was going to be a double at 99% of stadiums. Slider. You can't really use it as a cutter, but, like, you kind of can. It breaks more, but it's got that hard inward movement to a lefty, and then the changeup, it's just cake. As long as you mix effectively and locations and tunnel, you can get outs with anybody. You can get outs with literally anybody. And now I know this opponent's not as good as the other one, clearly, so results may vary. Asterisk, but you don't need to have the Jesus Christ incarnate pitchers to get outs. You could just use normal fellas. Some people like Spencer Strider. They like his tight pants. That's the second tight pants joke I've made this video. Still applies. Still applies. The one thing we've not thrown him is the two-seamer super inside. Jam job. Perfect. All right, let's go score a couple runs. We'll get one more inning out of Spencer. My opponent quit. This video's over. My patience is wearing thin. Maybe we can get a chase pack to make me feel better. Let's leave it in the video, editor. I'm the editor. Telling my editor, me, to leave this in. Why not? Let's get something spicy. Let's get something fun. Hey, that's not bad. Worse things have happened. So what's the verdict here, YouTube? The goal of this video was to establish that pitchers without meta pitches can be usable. Spencer Strider, in 4 innings, let up 1 run. And again, in reality, that was probably just a double in the gap. We were playing at a high elevation short field stadium. Do I recommend you use Spencer Strider? Maybe not. There are other pitchers you could use, all of which are free, better, and have the meta. But if you like your favorite pitcher, doesn't matter who it is, you can still get outs with him. You just have to be smart, be tactical, be strategic. Those 3 words essentially mean the same thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm sorry it was a little choppy, but I hope you still enjoyed it. The point was to just showcase that we can get outs with just about anybody if we do the right thing, and I think we basically accomplished that here. Let me know what you think about the meta. Is it time for the meta to change? I think so, but let me know what you think, and until next time, adios.